the AssaultRunner Elite. Let's talk about this manual treadmill and if it's something that can serve you as it does me in the winters. I'm holding my medal here from my first marathon that I ran. Last year in March, I decided that I wanted to change my life health-wise, so I entered a 5K. I did it pretty good in about 21 minutes. I was like, wow, I can kind of run, 55 years old. I did a half marathon in an hour and 40 minutes, and I started training. And specifically, I had about 6 to 8 weeks, probably about 8 weeks to get ready for the marathon. Set a goal for 3 hours and 30 minutes, which for those of you that are runners know, for a 55-year-old person, that's Boston qualifier time. And as you get older, luckily, the time goes up. And so I said, I'm going to qualify for the Boston Marathon. So I went down to Indianapolis, all prepared, was doing my training outside and ran the race, got to mile 18, groin kind of popped and my legs went out. And I felt just extreme disappointment. It was, I can't tell you the feeling. Many of you might know that when you have a bad race, and those last miles were just grueling. I got it done under 4 hours, so I did go to goal C, just finish the damn thing and get it under 4 hours. With that being said,
so I did it. I didn't hit my goal. I pulled a groin at 17, and the last 17 through 26 were brutal. Probably the most pain I've ever been in my life. Had to walk, run a little bit, but still made it in 4 hours. Very proud of that. First marathon's done. Did not qualify for Boston, but got to plan C. And now I just got to get back to work. I got to get my legs a little stronger. I had the weirdest thing, a growing pull. The last thing that I thought would happen, my left growing pulled, and man, was it painful. But I appreciate the sport. We're back at it. Man, I'm just happy it's over with. Got the medal. I finished it. That's the main thing. First marathon done.
With that being said, this year, I'm doing Toledo, April 27th. I got 16 weeks, and a lot of my training, because it's cold out, is going to be with the AssaultRunner Elite. Now, this is a $4,000 treadmill. You can get it for $500 off typically when they sell it. This thing is a beast. A couple things that I like about it, it's manual, meaning all the power is done by me. As you can see here, if I want to go fast, I go up to the front. If I want to go slow, I go to the back. Typically, I've got my gym set up. I bought this 2 years ago, by the way, when I did my gym, because I always like treadmills and I had read a lot about it. It's now that I'm really using it for training. And you can follow me here on the channel, which is going to be fun, because when I did my Phoenix 8 review, we got a ton of people watching that are now runners, so it's cool we add that to the channel. But with the AssaultRunner Elite, one of the things that it's manual, so you're powering it. So for me, one of the failures that I made was not getting enough time on legs, meaning zone 2 running, 80% of my running needs to be that. And this treadmill can serve that for me. So I'm doing a minimum typically of a 10K on a daily basis, a 10K. And so that's, 6.2 miles. I'm putting that, it takes me about an hour at zone 2, and I'm rocking that on this treadmill every day. Now, with there is a less expensive version of the AssaultRunner. It's all AssaultRunner Pro, but this has a lifetime belt warranty. And you can see here how this thing is built. Just look at this video. I mean, the ball bearings in this thing are amazing. And for me, doing an hour a day minimum, it really allows me to get, I put a YouTube on or a movie on, and I just run. And I just run. And then my Sunday long days in the winter when I'm not outside or in Florida, or down south in Columbia, I'm doing up to 3 hours on here. So my longest treadmill run was 18 miles. And so I'm putting a lot of mileage. I'm trying to get my mileage up to, 40, 50 miles a week, maybe even a little more as we get into more of the intense training. I've got to get with my coach to discuss that. Like I said, we're just getting going. In fact, part of my problem was I got a little sick over the holidays, and so now I'm coming out of that and getting really serious about my training. But this has become a big part of my life, and I do like the AssaultRunner. It's a great device. I don't use a lot of the console stuff. I do calibrate it with my Phoenix 8, and this is something really important for those of you that are using a Garmin and your treadmill. I use a Tress strap, so I'm getting great heart rate data, and then I'm focused in on the treadmill calibration. I look at the end of it, if you do over 2 miles, it'll literally ask you to calibrate. What you got to do is go slow, because if you click it too quick, it'll save it too quick. So make sure, if you're calibrating a 6.2, over time it just gets better at the calibration, but you go 6.2, save that, and then that'll go to Strava and your third-party app. So I basically don't use a console except for mileage and tempo is what I'm working on. And then I'm using my watch really to track everything, my Garmin Fenix 8. Again, as far as treadmills go, I could have went with a ton of them. I could do with the, kind of the road running ones or what. And I'll show you some of the cross-training stuff I do with the climber and other things. But this really is about this treadmill. So the manual treadmill, some people said, is it bad for long distance? No, I love it. The thing about it is you can do speed work on it because it's a manual treadmill. So the energy that I'm putting into it, I can get as fast as I want to go, which is crazy. If you really get at it, you get 12, 13, 14, 15 miles an hour if you're just running as fast as you can on the treadmill. And it holds up well. There was a little noise kind of coming from it. It was a little creaky a couple years ago when I first got it, but as you use it, it just kind of just takes its, gets its spot in your life. And I got to tell you, it's just been a joy to have it. It's a beast. It was pretty easy to put together. It's easy to move around, even though I got it right in front of the TV. Like I said, I'll do 3 hours on a Sunday, and I'll watch movies or a YouTube video, and I'll get watch that. And it's just I'm sitting there running, getting my zone 2 running in. Now I can do sprints. I can do 400s on there. I can do track work, because it is manual. Now, as always, I'd like to hear questions down below so I can update the video on, questions that you have. But it'd be interesting to watch if you're a subscriber of mine. I'm going to put more of my training up here if I hit this 3 hour and 30-minute Boston Marathon goal. I'm feeling pretty good. I made all the mistakes as runners do in your first marathon. I only needed 8-minute miles, and I come out, I felt so good, as they tell you you're going to do. And my coach told me the same thing. I was doing 7:15 miles, 7-minute miles, all the way up for the half, setting records that I didn't need to set, and my body just gave out. You got to respect that mileage. You marathoners know that, and I'm learning that as a rookie in this stuff. But as far as the treadmill goes, I really appreciate the treadmill. It's a big part of my life. I know it's an investment of $3,500, but the build quality is unbelievable. Company support's been great. I also have their bike. I'm thinking about getting their rower, but I might get the Rogue. And it's just such a big part of my life now that I'm love to get down there. And then I do my run, I jump in my sauna, I do my cold plunge, and my body is just really getting able to take it. And having it, here at the house, and I'm at the retreat center up here outside of Chicago. Having it and having that gym and be able to do that's great. I throw my shirt off. I'm just that type of person. I'm not in some gym. I'm here. And so the investment is really worthwhile for me. Again, they have a little less expensive version. I don't have that, so I can't do a comparison. But I will tell you, this $3,500 is probably, one of the best gym equipment purchases I've made. Again, realizing that I'm getting into the marathon running, trying to qualify for Boston, getting very serious about training. I find this as a tool, not as just a piece of equipment to get in shape. I'm literally training, and so my objective is zone 2 running, long mileage, getting my mileage here when I can't get outside. And the manual treadmill, I also think it's helping my form a little bit, the way that it's designed. I'm getting a little bit quicker, better, and getting that mileage on my legs so it can handle that marathon pace when I get out there and rock it in this April. So any questions, as always, just leave them down below. I'm going to be doing more on my training, my nutrition, the doctor I'm working with, my coach that I'm working with here on the channel, because I'm having fun. The channel's growing. I did the Phoenix watch stuff, and it went really well. It's been really about the Remarkable and tablets, but I just enjoy doing this. I love sharing stuff because obviously if you've got a great coach, which I am, and I've been able to work with literally thousands of people around the world, it's fun to do this. It's fun to give you resources and tools that can make your life better. And if I can share my energy, that's what we do. And I could care less about the metrics. I've got plenty of Morning Coach members. We're working with the companies with our planning systems. I'm going to do stuff I enjoy to do. And if YouTube likes it, great. If they don't, hey, it's okay too. We're going to keep putting the great energy out there. But for those of you that are running and getting your finishing medals and trying to hit those goals, I got to tell you, I like a manual treadmill. It's just something about being able to control it, being able to run on it. It just feels right. And it's just, I don't know, the resistance is there. I really feel it's helping me hit my goals. And that's going to be the real indicator. So we've got 16 weeks. I'll do some more videos, shorts and stuff. So, just make sure you subscribe, like the video. It helps us. And we'll see. Will I hit the 3 hour and 30-minute Goal? I don't know. We're going to see. Can I qualify for Boston 2026? Toledo, April 27th is the first attempt with the Assault Fitness or Assault Runner Elite Treadmill. All right, go have a great go have a great day. And I'm done with this video. Massive love to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Go do it to it.